Hey everyone, Chris here from C's Custom Getaways. Thanks so much for tuning in, and today I'm going to talk about what to do in Colorado. Driving through the Colorado Rockies was one of the greatest road trips I've ever taken in my life. The views were absolutely breathtaking, and this trip is one that I think everyone needs to experience in their lifetime. Destination number 1 was Aspen. We started off in Denver and wasted no time by heading straight to the mountains. This was a 7-hour journey, but you can easily get to Aspen from Denver in 3.5 hours. I just had to take the scenic route north though, and make a stop in SS Park. I headed towards Blackhawk, took Highway 119 all the way north to Highway 72, and then kept on going north to Highway 7. This is the scenic route to take, and once we arrived at SS Park, we were delightfully greeted by perhaps the largest herd of elk I've ever seen in my life. So we pulled over to enjoy these beautiful creatures in their natural habitat. One thing to note when taking a tour through the Rocky Mountains is to have your wildlife goggles on, because you will see elk and deer everywhere, and if you're lucky enough, maybe even a moose or two. After we got our elk fix, we headed towards a very famous hotel, the Stanley Hotel. This hotel was the inspiration for the world-renowned author Stephen King's book, The Shining. In 1974, Stephen King and his wife stayed at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park as the only guests while the hotel was closed for the season. The eerie atmosphere, long hallways, and a nightmare about his son inspired Stephen to write his 1977 masterpiece, The Shining. Walking into the hotel bar made me feel like I was walking right onto the movie set. Look familiar? Once we finished exploring the hotel, we made our way west to the infamous Trail Ridge Road, but unfortunately when we got there, the road was closed, so I'll have to visit it another time. We turned around and made our way south towards the village of Vail. Along the way, we saw a bunch more elk, gracefully trotting through a lake and getting dangerously close to the road. And then not far after that, we were lucky enough and absolutely amazed at the sight of a mother and baby moose. They safely pulled over, and from a fair distance away, we admired these majestic creatures and respected their space. After a quick stop in Vail and just a few more hours of driving, we reached our destination, the famous mountain town of Aspen. We stayed in Aspen for a few nights, and we started our days with coffee at one of the many cozy cafes, and then would hike through the surrounding forest during the afternoons, and at night we enjoyed the busy restaurants and lively pubs. After a great experience in Aspen, we were ready to hit the road once again. Now it was time to head back to the city of Denver, but this route was an 8-hour action-packed adventure. It started on the scenic byway Highway 82. Stop number 1, the Independence Pass, which is a high mountain pass in Colorado that crosses the Continental Divide at an elevation of 12,095 feet. The pass marks a divide where water on the west flows towards the Pacific Ocean, while water on the east flows towards the Gulf of Mexico. It is one of the highest paved roads in the USA, and the panoramic views that this stop offered were mesmerizing. After we soaked in all the views, we headed towards stop number 2, which was the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park. This is America's highest suspension bridge at 956 feet above the gorge's floor. The bridge reaches 1,260 feet across the Royal Gorge, featuring 1,257 wooden planks. Needless to say, the views from the bridge were spectacular, and we also got to enjoy a fun little gondola ride. Next on our list was to head towards Colorado Springs, where we embarked on probably the most thrilling drive of my life, up to Pikes Peak, which reaches an elevation of 14,115 feet. To drive to the top, you must use the Pikes Peak Highway, which is a 19-mile toll road with timed entry. We were lucky and arrived 15 minutes before they allowed the last car up. The road to the top was a windy one, and in many cases had no guardrails, leaving you with an unobstructed, steep view to the bottom. It was quite intimidating. Before you head up, the toll officer will ask you what your car's fuel level is, as they recommend at least half a tank, as a 38-mile round-trip drive can use up to 80 miles worth of fuel. The 19-mile climb consumes significantly more fuel than driving on flat ground. We had just about half a tank, and seeing that gauge drop as we drove up really made me sweat. But we made it both ways with a bit of gas to spare. It was quite the experience driving up the Pikes Peak Highway, and I'd say it was the highlight of the trip. The views at the top did not disappoint, and the thrill of the drive was something to remember. Before heading on our home stretch to Denver, we had one last stop on the agenda, the Garden of the Gods, which is a 1,300-acre park with breathtaking views and massive sandstone rock formations. It has over 21 miles of trails to hike, but in the interest of time, we enjoyed most of these sandstone Rocky Mountains from a distance. We did take a little stroll through, though, and got to see some of these red rock formations up close and personal. Once we reached Denver, we rented some scooters and enjoyed a fun little self-guided tour through the mile-high city. There were a lot of cool areas and landmarks to see, and some great dining options as well. In the Denver area, there's so much to do, but there are a few things that I highly recommend. Starting with the Denver Broncos NFL game at Empire Field. We got there bright and early and enjoyed all the pregame tailgate festivities. This was one of the better NFL tailgates that I've experienced. It was filled with fun and games, a lot of friendly people, live marching bands, some delicious food, and of course, a lot of drinking. It was such a good time, and the stadium was top class. We watched a great game and really enjoyed ourselves, even though my Panthers lost. Make sure the stop is on your checklist. Another must-see attraction, just a 20-minute drive outside of Denver, is the Red Rock Amphitheater. This is truly one of the most unique concert venues in the world. Although we didn't have a chance to see a concert here, we were definitely able to walk all through the amphitheater to see what it was all about, and got a little taste of the speaker system as they were testing for their next performance. We were even lucky enough to get to dine on the patio of their Shiprock Grill, which had stunning scenic views and some pretty delicious food. Last on our Colorado bucket list before we headed back to the airport was to visit Lookout Mountain, which is only 30 minutes away from downtown Denver. Here we enjoyed a nice little stroll, the museum and gravesite of the late famous Buffalo Bill, a cute little cafe, and a few more scenic views. Colorado will forever hold a place in my heart for the breathtaking landscape, the thrilling experiences, and lifelong memories it gave us. I think it's a must-see for everyone in this world, as there really is nothing like the Rocky Mountains. Thanks again for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for my next wild adventure.